Another fire, this one in southwest Baltimore, has left one man dead tonight, and it is a loss felt by the entire community. ABC 2 News' Jeff Hager was out on the scene today, and he joins us now with the latest. Jeff?
Well, Kelly, sometimes the great ones are known by a single name. Names like Prince, Elvis, or even the Babe. But on South Vincent Street, a man who served as a sort of grandfather to all was simply known as Mr. Tom. They gather here in the 400 block of South Vincent Street, surveying the charred rubble from the fire that took a life and so much more.
We seen the smoke coming through my ceiling, and we run upstairs, and he was like, nothing's on fire here. And then he was like, oh my goodness, Mr. Tom next door.
Mr. Tom, who at 93 years old had seen it all over the decades and willingly shared it with his neighbors, many of whom thought of him as a grandfather of sorts.
He lived here probably 50, 60 years. He did neighborhood walks, you know, and he always stood at his front door and talked to everybody that came by. And then even before that, he used to sit out front early in the morning and talk to the kids that were going to school about, you know, baseball and stuff like that. He was a really, really nice man.
He was the kind of man that people risk their own lives to save, even if it means running into a burning row home.
So I kicked the door and ran in, and I was like ducking down through the smoke hole in my face, and I felt on the couch, and he wasn't laying on the couch, and I tried to feel on the chair, and he wasn't laying on the chair, and I normally knows he sleeps on the couch or upstairs in the front room. When I want to try to go up the steps, the flame come rapping down the steps and pushed us all back.
Those same flames consumed the two-story dwelling, wiping away a pillar of the community and most of his lifelong possessions, leaving his family to mourn their loss, along with an entire neighborhood that claimed him as its own.
He'd been around here for a long time, ever since I was a kid. Like, he'd been living there. He used to own the garden down the street, take us down at the garden when we was kids and all that. It's just sad to see him go. I try my best, though.
Even at 93 years old, Mr. Tom battled to the end. When firefighters reached him, he was badly burned and went into cardiac arrest, and he held on to life as paramedics rushed him to the hospital, where his struggle finally came to an end. The cause of that fire is still under investigation.